for us this tournament, and I don't give a who scores the for us this tournament, and I don't give a who scores the goals for us this tournament, and I don't give a who scores the goals for us.
What? Welcome again, people, to MG Sports TV. You heard it from the big man himself. I don't give a who scores the goal for us. Big up him here, Al Grimson. What? Hey, people, you see the reaction from Andre Blake? You see the reaction from Andre Blake? I could not believe when Al Grimson said it. I could not believe. I was so surprised. Anyways, people, this is a reaction to him here, Al Grimson's statement about Michail Antonio not scoring goals and who should score goals, who's not scoring goals, where's the goals coming from. Anyways, people, please do us the generous favor in hitting that like button, and let's get straight into this. Basically, you can say somewhat of a reaction.
Herman,
let's get into it. Let's get into it, people. Let's get into it. I wanted to listen. This is what he said about Michail Antonio scoring goals, and it's very important because we know that we have already had that discussion surrounding Michail Antonio scoring goals, where are the goals coming from, and all these things. So let's hear what he has to say about it.
Been having Michail Antonio in the squad in terms of his personality. What have you enjoyed from him in the squad? And Andre, what is your favorite moment with Michail so far during this tournament, besides the post-game celebrations Sunday?
But for me, Andres, Michail is just one of the team members. Now on the pitch, he takes a lot to him. So normally, one defender is not enough to guard him. So he opens spaces for his teammates.
All right, so that is something that we have discussed here quite a lot. About his work with, but not just specifically his work with the areas that he picks up on the pitch. As Al Grimson said, one defender is definitely not enough to contain Michail Antonio. So what he does, his movements, his work rate, the attention that he draws will certainly open areas and spaces on the pitch. It's just for us to capitalize on it. Let's continue with what he's saying.
So on the pitch, he's really important for us. Some have been criticizing him not to scoring goals, but he opens spaces for.
Yes, that is true. People are not asking questions about his goals, and it is valid. It is valid because at the end of the day, he's still a striker, even though his work rate, off the ball movement, still creating chances, still registering assists as well. It has been vital. But you know, there's still that little thing about scoring goals as a striker. That little nagging thing about scoring goals. Everyone wants to see the striker score goals. But nevertheless, goals come from everywhere in the team. And not because you're the striker, it means that you should be the one always scoring a goal. Even though he hasn't scored as yet. But remember clearly that this season, in the Gold Cup, that opportunity, that assist that he gave, I think it was Demari Gray, he had the entire goal for himself. And he opted to pass the ball to Demari Gray, and Demari Gray just tapped it in quite easily. He could have scored that. He could have easily scored that, and maybe there wouldn't be any questions now regarding to him scoring goals at this present moment. Let's continue with what Al Grimson is saying.
Brothers, and I think 9 players have already scored for us this tournament. And
yes, so that's a valid point. 9 players. We have had 9 players in this campaign who have scored for us, a total of 9 players, and that's a lot. That's actually a lot. We have 11 players. We have, out of the 9 players, we have gotten goals from midfield, defenders, and attackers, which is what you want from your team. It means that the team is performing at optimum best. So I don't think that there's much worries where goals are coming from or who should be scoring goals. So let's continue with what Al Grimson.
I don't give a who scores the goal.
I don't give a what. I don't give a what. Al Grimson is extremely serious about these people. He's extremely serious. Now, look at the reaction of Andre Blake's face. Andre Blake was surprised. Look at his reaction. Look at his reaction. Let's see if I can bring it back. Look at Blake's reaction. As you see, Blake head is down. And when he heard that, you can see just raise it like, say, what?
But for us, this tournament, and I don't give a who scores the goals for us.
People. And the thing about it, people, he said it with such a serious face. And Andre Blake had dead to laugh. Andre Blake had dead to laugh. Man say, what? Like, man say, he really said that. He really said that. Hey. This interview, may I tell people, crazy. Let's continue with what he's saying.
If we score them. But he's probably one of the craziest players as a person. It was always nice to be around him.
Yeah, so let's get back to the meat of the matter. Certainly, it's very interesting. This interview, people, specifically that moment in interview was quite shocking to me, and it goes to show how bold and comfortable Al Grimson is, and confident, extremely confident in what he's doing, and I'm hoping that confidence. You can actually see that same confidence, that aura from Al Grimson spilling over onto the players, which is really good, and that's something that we needed, people. As I said, the psychological aspect, we need to move away from that scared mentality. Just take ourselves away from that and just become a lot more positive, a lot more bolder, and I'm extremely confident in what we're doing. And an interview like this, it does showcase the natural, down-to-earth person that Al Grimson is. But on the note of that, he's speaking about a lot of persons. He's speaking of Michail Antonio, the work that Michail Antonio has been doing on and off the pitch. It vibes in the camp, how well he's playing, and what he's doing for the team specifically with his movement, off the ball movement, his work rate, and all these things. And it really sheds some light on what the team is doing and how comfortable both players, coaching staff are with each other, and the understanding that they have of each other, what their requirements are, what they're supposed to do on the pitch, what they're supposed to do off the pitch. It's wonderful. But that Andre Blake reaction is brilliant, man, brilliant. Big up Andre Blake, big up Al Grimson, and big up Michail Antonio. Wonderful interview. I think it was a good interview, really good interview. Just look out for more clippings of these people, more clippings of it. So tell us what you think about that. Tell us what you think about that, people. And I smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys again. Until next time, I don't give a what. Big up, people.